This story is called Divine. I believe that God lives in all things and in each and every one of us. But if God needed a mailing address, a place to stay, a central location, a heavenly holy sanctuary, it would most definitely be the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. God hangs out in New York City at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine. Peacocks proudly roam the grounds like regal sentries. The gardens are lush and manicured. Lucky bees and butterflies prey on rose petals. There's a pipe organ with pipes 2 stories high. When it is played, your insides literally rattle and resonate to the point where tears automatically flow from your eyes. You can't help but feel humble, reverent, minuscule, awestruck. Once a year, the blessing of the animals takes place at St. John's. People come from all over the world to have their beloved pets blessed by a priest. I have been lucky enough to witness this tradition twice, though I've never taken any of my cats. I've seen people with beehives, fish bowls, snakes, rats, dogs, pigs, llamas, eagles, goats, mules, guinea pigs, hamsters, turtles, horses, cows, roosters. They sit with their animals, and while the prayers are being recited and the songs are being sung, you hear barking and mewing and braying and mooing, and it is the most glorious cacophony imaginable. It's a melodious celebration. It's the ultimate symphony of creation. It's life-affirming. It's life's song. God is right there, the composer. My first time attending, I think I went into a trance-like state of grace. I just couldn't believe my eyes or ears. It was heaven, literally and figuratively. I tried to take it all in without exploding. All the colors and lights and sights and sounds and songs and prayers. All the animals and people and singing and dancing and rejoicing. And then, amid the barking and braying, the priest gave a short but meaningful sermon. Not that human words were even necessary. I was getting the message loud and clear without human words. Still, I listened intently, hoping for as much enlightenment as possible. He told a story of 2 wounded children. One was Israeli and the other Palestinian. I don't recall exact details, but I remember that one child died and his family donated his organs to the other child, thereby saving a life. The families were united in their grief, but also in their love and longing for peace and healing. Ultimately, it was a story of love and redemption, perfectly beautiful and poignant. And then the priest said, "It's just like that famous Bette Midler song, 'From a distance you look like my friend, even though we are at war. God is watching us from a distance.'" It was as if the hand of God reached down and rested on my shoulder. Time stood still. The barking and meowing and braying and mooing faded into the background. All I could hear was the beating of my own heart. No one in the entire crowded sanctuary, except the person sitting right next to me, knew that I had written those words, even though they all knew from a distance. It was a sanctified moment. I was the anonymous recipient of an unbridled love infusion. I sat in God's house, surrounded by God's symphony, and God reached down and acknowledged me with a personal hello. A moment, a nod, a kiss, a wave, a recognition, a gift. I carry that precious memory with me everywhere I go. I have been blessed. I experienced the divine at the Cathedral of St. John the Divine.